All right.
So now that I know that Christ was killed for me, I know I have to please my Father. That's the underlying point of John 3:16. That God killed his favorite for me, for me,
They like to talk
for
a lot,
me.
they like to claim leadership, they like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority, they don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah.
That's why I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he make man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
We don't need a black man in the White House. We need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
So now that I know that Christ was killed for me, I know I have to please my Father. That's the underlying point of John 3:16. That God killed his favorite for me, for me,
They like to talk
for
a lot,
me.
they like to claim leadership, they like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority, they don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah.
Let me know when it's unmuted. I'm gonna wait. Everybody get themselves together. You unmuted? Come on. Both sides crazy. Ain't brothers? Take us a seat. You understand? Can't clap it up on myself. Wednesday night lower class, you understand, the I.S.U.P.K out here in DC, you understand, Shalom, Yahweh, Shabbat Thumb, to all of the brothers that's tuning in, Shalom, Yahweh, Shabbat Thumb, shout to all of the sisters that's coming in here, you understand, once again, y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and press that like button, press that share button, you understand, subscribe, follow the whole 9 yards, man, get this truth push out there. When we say support this truth, we mean support this truth, you understand, we gonna touch on a lot of the mass shootings, Memorial Day, we're gonna touch on that a little bit. There's a couple of topics that we actually gonna touch on, man. You understand? You tune in on these channels at I.S.U.P.K. You gonna get the truth. You gonna get that reality of the life that we actually live on. You understand? But Party, keep me updated on any comments, any questions, anything in the room. Keep me updated on. You understand? We gonna get it popping, man. You understand? So we gonna start off with, man, is talking about what happened over Memorial Day weekend. Can anybody guess what happened? Can anybody guess what happened around America? Go ahead. Plenty of violence.
Go ahead, because
Brothers killing brothers and sisters killing sisters.
right. You understand? Go ahead.
Plenty of order.
You understand? A lot went on. If y'all didn't know, over the weekend, you know what they say when the holiday come around, they say I got a 3-day weekend, right? And that's what they look forward to.
Right.
That 2-day weekend turned into a 3-day weekend, which was another day of murder. You understand? Another day of us dying. Over the weekend, guess what? Anybody guess how many mass shootings there were in a 3-day span period? We ain't talking about, you understand, a brother shooting a brother. A mass shooting, anybody know what a mass shooting is considered by numbers? Go ahead, Pagabo.
5 or more.
I want to say it's 3 or more.
It's 4 or more. You understand? It's 4 more. Y'all right in the ballpark though. It's 4 more is considered a mass shooting if I'm correct. These different articles will all say what they want to say. But anytime a one black person dies, it's a mass shooting.
Right.
That's how it should be seen. But of course, when that hits us, when we start to see what's going on with us, right? When we start to see all of the death, everybody is in awe, as if it's something new. The holiday's been around for a couple of years, don't you know? You understand? And we continue to die on them. And over the weekend, there was 70 people that was killed and 100 and something injuries over the Memorial Day weekend. So when people want to, you understand, when brothers and sisters that are ignorant to the Bible, don't want to understand the Bible, want to hate the Bible is about protection. The Bible is about black supremacy, protection, us being wise. Somebody pull me the scripture, Deuteronomy 4:6. You understand where it says that God is so nigh to us and that we will be called a wise and understanding people. You understand? Somebody pull that for me right fast. There's a reason what we do up in here is we dissect down to the core. You understand? Uncut the raw truth down to the core what these scriptures and the spirit of these scriptures is saying. You understand? Somebody got that scripture for me?
Come.
Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Mm-hmm.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Keep going.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Surely this what?
This great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Is a wise and understanding people. If you want to understand the Bible, you want to understand how it is that why it is that these other nations, it didn't say the Quran. It said these things, meaning these things that's in the Bible. Ain't that what it said in the beginning of verse 6? These laws, statutes, and commandments that's in the beginning, these things that is written down for our understanding, for our learning, for our reproof, and all these things that are above, these are the things that every other nation will look at us as a wise people. Why? You go ask the Chinese man if they have respect for black people, they're going to say no. You saw it in the clips after the Black Panther movie came out. A lot of these Asians came out and said, what? I just can't respect black people because they fight for people and serve people and love people who enslaved them. So why would we be a wise and understanding people? The violence that happens to us, the things that happen to us, it wouldn't happen to us. We wouldn't die at a numerous rate. We wouldn't die like an endangered species. You understand? We wouldn't die so quickly. Our blood would not be spilled across this earth the way that it is because we would have the Lord's law, statutes, commandments. It didn't say nothing about, you understand, the Quran. It didn't say nothing about your pastor pork chopper, what he think the truth is. It say what God said. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 7. For what nation is there so great? Who has God so nigh unto them?
But because we do not follow the laws, the reality of the matter is this: we don't follow the law, statutes, commandments in the Bible. And that you can see that in the statistics of America. You can see that in the hospitals of America. You go ask the morgue. You can see that the rates in the morgue. The morgue once again loves black people. Oh my gosh, they are the number one supporters of Black Lives Matter. You want to know why? Because black people keep the morgue in business because of how much we die, because of how much we suffer. The insurance companies, oh my goodness, they love black and Latino people. We are their number one. They are our number one fans because why? They're going to live off of you dying. Well, over the weekend, us ignorantly celebrating Memorial Day as if Memorial Day had anything to do with us. I said it the other day, you understand? The Lord hates Memorial Day because we forgot about the Buffalo shooting. Outside of the buildings, you heard what? Fireworks, firecrackers. Black people went back to enjoying life because we only stay mad for a certain period of time. And then we remind ourselves that, dang, life goes on. That's not how our oppressor moves. That's not how our oppressor acts. Our oppressor goes and get theirs. You understand? They go and get theirs, and they respond in a way that lets them know you are not going to trample on us. The only way that you can respond in a way that they are not going to trample on us is getting the Lord back on your side. You understand? By knocking on this door here and getting in class. You understand? But you see what happens. You see the kingdom that we live in, right? You see the numbers that happened over the weekend. Why did these mass shootings happen? Why did the Buffalo shooter, you understand, he shot up the store and he made it back safe and sound? You understand? Why are these mass shooters offered burgers and sandwiches and Burger King and they politely getting their head moved into the car. You understand? Go ahead.
It's heavy how you say that, because former President Trump says once you be gentle with them, make sure, you know, he was being sarcastic, but he was basically saying being rough with them.
Yeah.
Hit their head on the car.
Yeah, why didn't Peyton? Why good old Peyton? That's such a double name, man. Peyton Gendron. It took me about 5 minutes to say this cat's name right. Why didn't Peyton get banged up as he got in the car? Right? Why didn't he get roughed up as he got in the car? We don't see that. We are not favored in this kingdom. And it sucks to say, but it's the truth. There's two ways that you can figure out what's going on here. You understand? You can either figure it out by listening to what the Lord has to say, or we have to find out the hard way. All of these mass shootings happen. This ain't, black people are just not seeing this, and we like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. Brothers and sisters, you know that this been happening for years. The I.S.U.P.K been saying this for years. In a court case, we going all when we see that Amber Geiger and other devils only get 5 or 10 years. We look like, oh, I can't believe this. See, this some BS, man. I can't believe this. What are you surprised about? Why are you still shocked? How long has this been happening? You understand? It has to come to a point that we open our eyes and see what's going on. So when we see these things happening, these are signs from the Lord. You don't see everything that's happening. You separate from the culture of America. If you're a homosexual, what's going to happen to you? Raise your hand. Let me see who's on point with me. Go ahead, Shabbat.
You're going to die by something violent, most likely, but the scriptures say you're going to die by your own blood.
I'll take that. Because
monkeypox,
brother. You are going to die by that's a terrible death. You already had an issue with acne. And now you're also dealing with, brother, the Lord is good, Shabbat.
Like, I don't know if you've seen it, sir. I got a post with the Planet of the Apes with the white dude kissing the monkey.
That's a rough one.
That's where it started.
That's a rough one. We take it. We don't give the Lord the credit, and that's because of the propaganda of America. We don't give the Lord the credit. We don't see. We could never fathom to believe that the monkeypox comes from the Lord. We can't fathom to believe that when that's where it came from. We would rather blame slugs for COVID and bats for COVID. We would rather blame all of these things for what's happening, which is things that the Lord said is unlawful. So now, did Allah say you can't eat this? Did your pastor pork chop tell you couldn't eat bats? You understand? Did your imams and your leaders and your teachers tell you what you couldn't do? You understand? They didn't tell you that. You understand? So now the Lord has a way of showing us these things. These things are signs from the Lord, man. The Lord is absolutely separating us from the culture of America. If you are homosexual, you can guarantee that the Lord is going to give you monkeypox. You can understand that that's in your near future. You understand? You ready, sir? Khan. You understand? You can most definitely believe that is in your near future. When you see what's going on, the Lord has a way of showing you that you are going to need him before he needs you. There's an absolute way of the Lord showing that, and that's what's going on here. You see, black people are starting to realize how bad we need God now, because dang, now the conversation is how my child is going to go to school. That's the conversation. Now the conversation is love is supposed to be love, but this contract didn't say that I would get, you understand, monkeypox. This contract didn't say that. That rainbow flag didn't say that. It was supposed to be all happy feelings. Ain't what them bright colors mean, right? That's what they decided to take the Lord's rainbow and make it seem. So we didn't know that these things right here, when we decide to disobey the Lord, that this is what happens. The Lord is showing blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, whether you like it or not, you're going to separate from this culture, because the Lord doesn't want this culture on earth. Right. There's going to come a time where no one on this earth can be homosexual. No one on this earth can get high. There's going to come a time because the righteous is going to be in authority. That's what's going to happen. Right. You understand? That time is coming, and that time is happening slowly but surely. Then don't let Esau fool you with these numbers. The numbers are skyrocket past what they're saying. I can guarantee you that. It's past what they're saying. You understand? Kind of what, sir? You understand? You can take your paper towel to the water, sir.
You might have to adjust that camera It might be a little bit too high for my liking. Right? You might have this tilted forward. I don't need you to see all that. Everybody know there's UPK by now. You know what I mean? Don't necessarily need to see. Yeah, that's a little bit more reasonable. You know what I mean? You could bring it down some more too. You could bring it forward or down some more. Yeah, that seemed to work. All right, no sweat. Questions? Any questions? Brock, what you was going into?
I was talking about how the Lord is showing us that He does not want to be a part of this culture. He wants us to separate, whether we like it or not. That's what this
I left some diabetes on this damn chair. Where is it? Where is it?
I think it's candy.
Yeah, I call them diabetes, so I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing to myself. It's a lot. See, if you call things what they are, you'll escape a ton of bullshit in life. You understand?
What are you talking about?
The water.
No specific.
Appreciate that. This is absolute diabetic shock right here. But sometimes I need it. You get the point. Sometimes I do get that taste for just that amount. I'm good with this right here. Let me get some water too, please. Okay. So what you was going into, Al?
How the recent events that's going on, from the mass shootings to the monkeypox to the I have brought
no, just a regular bottle, if you don't mind.
How over the weekend, there was 12 mass shootings in a weekend time span. There was 12 mass shootings.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I was bringing out how the Lord is whether we like it or not, we are now starting to open our eyes to that we have to seek the Lord. Your child can't go to school.
Bukwash, do me a favor. Grab me one of them mugs from out of that cabinet, right? Just a clear one, all right? Go ahead, Bukwash. I mean, no, bro.
So now I was saying, now we starting to open our eyes and see how bad we really do need the Lord. Because you can't go to the grocery store. You don't have to. You need your necessities.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you now your life is in fear because you don't know if you can go to the grocery store safe. You don't know if your child will return home safe from school. So now we starting to open our eyes and see that we really do need the Lord bad. The Lord, these things is prophesied in the Bible as far as.
I got one of sweat. Come on.
Yeah, I mean that's how I'm going to. Sir.
More so the shootings.
The shootings, the mass.
Appreciate that.
There was 12 of them over the weekend. It was 12 that was over the weekend, and I brought out the statistic for what's considered a mass shooting.
Okay.
And which is four or more.
4 more dead.
Injured. 4 more injured. It's injured / dead. It's considered a mass shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so it was that, and just the fear that's now put in us, and now we starting to see. We should be starting to see that we need protection. You know what I mean? That's what we gonna need. I brought out saying the Lord. We gonna understand how bad we need the Lord. You know what I mean? How bad we need the
what was the shootings? I didn't hear about none.
Oh man,
so, okay.
We get up the statistics. Chicago has some. Hold on 1 second. Of course, a part of that was the Buffalo one. Of course, a part of that was the.
So there's more devil shooting this weekend.
Concert. Yeah, there was 12 total. It was 12 total, but a lot of these ain't get put on the front news page. I didn't even know until yesterday. I got a news article that it came down to my phone notification, and that's when I read into it. It said 70 people were killed and 160 were injured over the weekend as far as from these mass shootings.
Do me a favor, slide these forward here. Slide that one forward too. Yeah, go ahead. So these shootings is some devil walk into some spot and did something?
Yeah, concert.
I did not hear about that, brother. I bring them. Let me hear a couple of them stories.
Concert. I'm about to hear them more.
No, that's too wild. I just need some space right here for the books. Yeah, let me hear a couple of them stories real quick.
Concert. Mm-hmm. I did read down. Actually, let me correct the number. It said overall gun violence. This is from the Guardian source. It said overall gun violence over the weekend from 5 a.m. on Friday to early Tuesday saw 156 people dead and 412 injured. It was among the mass
Say that again.
shootings,
100 and something dead.
156 dead, 412 injured.
Yeah, I definitely didn't hear about that. Good.
You had a mass shooting in at a high school graduation. At a graduation in Anniston, Alabama. 3 children were killed, under 10, and a woman was dead at a private residence in Michigan.
Okay.
You had 2 women were shot in the head, both fatally in Philadelphia's Port Richmond. That was from a teenager. A teenager suffered a gunshot wound to the shoulder, and a man was found shot at a block away. I need to get the name from the Alabama one.
Okay, these is like what happened in Texas, or these is the usual gang violence or drug violence or something like that in the black community?
No, these was I believe 2 of them I saw so far that was actually from Devils. You had one that was in Oklahoma, Taft, Oklahoma, where 1 person was killed and 7 people were injured.
And that was from this weekend.
Yeah, Gunner.
Dang.
Yeah, and there's more. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I definitely didn't hear about it. Anybody else heard about that?
It's I don't even know why it wasn't really broadcasted.
Yeah, you can't sit on here with that shit. You can't stay in this class with that motherfucker. Come up here, let me see. Let's show them people that crown now. Come up here. Let's come up here real quick. Let's come stand. Come up on this side or something. That is fucking ridiculous. Or you could turn the camera if you stand on this side right here. This not stand right there. Just raise that. Just lift it up. You just gotta lift it up.
Ooh-wee.
Bling bling.
Ooh-wee. You did the head turn.
Some slight.
Damn. That should look neat too. I see you done learn what the fuck you doing. You know exactly what the hell you doing with that shit. Damn. Wait till them fake Israelites done get in your inbox. Hey, Shalom, Aki. How much for those glorious pieces of Israelite? That's when you know you make it. When them niggas trying to buy your shit. You ask them if they have UPK money. Go ahead. Listen, it starts with paying some tithe. Just show me a tithe receipt from Commander YAHANNA. I'll sell you some shit. Or sell them the ones that you broke that didn't come out right, the clearance rack shit. No, that should look good though. Yeah, I didn't hear about that, to be honest. Is anybody else heard about it? Is it on the news?
I actually see it on the TV news. I just saw it on the news apps. I forget which one it was, CNN or Fox 5. But I got like 10 news apps on my phone, so I get do things like that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Any questions online?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. No sweat. All right. Tonight, definitely gonna go into Johnny Depp and that Amber Heard. All right. You heard today the white man gave them some justice. I think this case was right in Virginia. If I had known that shit, I tried to go and make Johnny Depp kiss some damn boots. I didn't even know it was right there in Fairfax. I just found out that shit today. Something wrong with me. You know what I mean? Gave him some justice. They say both of them win, both of them lose the case. Anybody understood the verdict? What's the verdict for their case? What?
He got $10 million for.
I thought it was 15.
It was broken down into 2 different parts. So it's
okay.
$10 million for defamation, and then $5 million for punitive damages.
And punitive damages is what, like embarrassment and libel and shit, or no? Nah?
I think that's is broad in the term of punitive.
A punitive.
So lost wages, humiliation,
okay,
stuff like that.
Okay, so he was awarded 15, and then what happened?
That's all I've seen, sir.
Okay. Anybody else?
I saw something that said that it was 14 million was what Amber had to pay Johnny Depp, and he had to pay her 2 million. So I guess he would have totaled at 12 million total. That's I saw some article that was
saying something like that.
Yeah, kind of was 14 and 2 million. That was had.
Okay.
I mean,
okay, so this whole case that's been publicized, and everybody had a take on it because this is another, just another Caesar Borgia to black people, especially, right? People love actors like Johnny Depp, John Travolta, which other devil that the black people vouch for. There's a few of them who brothers give a pass. Go ahead. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. Go ahead.
Mel Gibson.
Not since that nigga shit. That nigga back in the doghouse with his old Irish ass. You know what I mean? But there's a few of them like that, right? Johnny Depp is one of them cool. I think he has a black soul type actors like John Travolta. That old fake Israelite group GMS used to teach that John Travolta was an Israelite because of his Dirty Dancing. What movie he was in?
Saturday Night Fever.
Grease. What all the movies where he dancing and doing some old dumb jig, they're saying that was dancing and that Israelites is the ones who's blessed with rhythm. So that means he's an Israelite. They was literally teaching that on the street that John Travolta is a Jake, right? And that's how some people feel about these oppressors. Anytime they show any sort of not closeness, but go ahead.
Kind of like trying to it's like showing that they different from the rest.
Like different.
Yeah.
I don't want to say radical, but just you're not the usual cookie cut. Right. Anytime you see some devil is that direction, they always say, well, yeah, he cool with us, he down with us. Go ahead.
The exception.
Not really an exception with the actors. No, with the regular devils on the street, they like to say he's the exception. He's not like everybody else. He cool just because he could sing a few songs or hang out with a couple of black women or whatever. But it's like that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that one. He dead now, but what's his name? Paul Walker. That was a big
Paul
one.
Walker was a certified black man. Right. I thought Paul Walker was black because coming up from Trinidad, I didn't know the faces of a lot of them rappers. And I only heard Paul Walker. I never saw him until later on. I didn't know that was a devil act. You know what I mean? Just by how, people reacting to him and he's on tracks with legit, 5-star niggas. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I mean, we had to let Eminem and Cameron Diaz come to the cookout.
Yep. I think they say, and they say she's I.S.U.P.K, I believe her.
She
I ain't too sure, but that's what they say. They say I think she's I.S.U.P.K. I think she was in school with Snoop and them, right? Right, I ain't too sure. Don't take me on that one, because don't say Mashak trying to bring some devil in the school. Do not say that shit. I'm not the gate for that. But they look at them as cool white people, right? Cool oppressors, and that was part of the buzz for this case. They used the fact that Johnny Depp was so loved. He was a likable oppressor, so loved and likable. And they publicized the case, of course. When she married is not so popular. Amber Heard, she's an actor. I seen one movie with her, and that was on Amazon. I ain't never heard of her before or seen her in anything before, right? Nobody knows who the hell she is or what she acted in, but everybody know Edward Scissorhands. They know, was he in 21 Jump Street? Remember that? I think that was his breakout shit. 21 Jump Street. Okay, there's a new 21 Jump Street. I'm talking about the old ass one. There's an old one. There's a new 21. Barack look like, what? You mean that wasn't the original? No, young Padawan. Everything you see now has been done before. There's nothing new under the sun. I think that was where everybody learned this devil from, that 21 Jump Street, the original one, right? What else he's known for? Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow, acting all like a nigga, drunk, and just clever. And when I say like a nigga, the stereotypical what you would see. Drunk and clever and getting out of shit, and you just likable and like, you know, homie nigga. That, you know, that type of shit. Like we start to like him because of that, and of course he's liked by the world. So this, a lot of people was paying attention to this case. Also, the fact, what was another reason they was paying attention? Slacky, you had a hand up? You was gonna say something? Okay, what was another reason a lot of people paid attention to this case? Besides the celebrity. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, from the media or the social media perspective, it was just a lot of, I guess, how Johnny Depp was acting in the courtroom, and the stupidity from Amber, like a lot of the shindigs that she was doing up in there to try to get the courtroom to feel sorry for her. Like that was.
Well, I think that probably came later. I don't know how much people actually sit and watch it. You know what I mean, Shapat?
I don't know if this is the same thing as celebrity, but I know a lot of sisters wanted to give him a shot.
Say that one more time.
A lot of I don't know if that's the same thing as his celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of sisters wanted to get with him. They was like, he's that one Edomite that they would
smash, right? They'd smash or pass. Smash or pass. Them little young boys with the kid. When you smash and pass me, ooh, I still got it like some sort of man. I gotta get sick watching this shit. Like, God damn it, how gay they gonna make a man act? Right? That's a whole smash or pass. Go ahead.
I would say from a standpoint of a man suing a woman over defamation. He's saying that she lied on him. Big thing. He lost a bunch of stuff. They want to see how the outcome will be.
Well, we don't know nothing about no defamation. What the fuck is that shit? But there's another thing we know. You get the point?
The one and only thing that I really heard was the defecation.
Okay, no, that's just a small part of the case. I mean, who they say she defecates on the bed? That's a small part of the case. But I'm talking about, there was another reason besides the celebrity that a lot of people paid attention to it. Because everybody could identify with a broken relationship. Both sides, men, women, old, young. Everybody understands that point there in the courtroom. Men understand, I wish that bitch died. Women understand, I want the judge to find him guilty so I could get some money. Whether it's child support, alimony, she cuts up the Jordans and you push her down the damn stairs. Now you had to pay for a rehab for 10 years. You get the point? Everybody understands that this is Battle of the Sexes. This is a straight Battle of the Sexes that was rooted in a marriage. You get the point? What's up? What we got? Oh, okay, to water. Gonna drive away with that shit. You know what I mean? Everybody understands that part, right? So that was another reason why there was so much attention on it. And historically, when a white woman cries, brother, people go to war. So now, initially, of course, Amber Heard giving whatever testimony or evidence, people tend to believe a woman's version first, because that's the natural thing. I think she's the first one who cried wolf about it, went to the media, say a whole ton of shit that happened in the marriage or in the relationship, and was getting a ton of sympathy. And from that, Johnny Depp lost some of his projects, was put on pause, I believe. I believe one of them Pirates movies was put on pause. I think they took it off of certain children's stuff. Like, he lost some income just from talk, not an actual proof that he was abusive or anything, just from talk. So now we reach the point. I think this case was 6 years in the making? 5 or 6 years in the making. All these things happened in 2013, 14, 15, even before, right? Even before, I think one of the movies, he had a damn thimble on his finger, and that's the finger she damn near severed the top of it off, right? And one of the movies, I don't think it's the Pirates movie, I forget which one, but he's in the movie with a thimble. You know what a thimble is, right? The sewing, one of them old school seamstress, there's a little cap they put on the finger so the needle don't go through the finger. He's in the movie with that shit on, But that's because the finger is messed up because it done got squeezed off or cut off or whatever the hell happened, which everybody can identify with because everybody has some wound from get out, and you put your foot in the middle of the door and she just banging the door, or you put your hand and she slammed the door in. And some people, I know some people who actually put their hand in and the finger popped right off her. Put the hand right in the door, bang, bang, pop, popped right off. It should get rough. So it's damn near America, black, white, brown, yellow, red, was living vicariously through this case, just like America has done with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, just like America did with Rihanna and Chris Brown, just like America did with Ike and Tina, Sonny and Cher. You get the point? It's something that's familiar that people could identify with, right? And of course, they had the extra additives of him being a well-loved celebrity who has not yet run foul of the media. What do I mean by that? He has no pictures or video of him coked out in some room with coke, on his nose. He don't have no sex scandals with some underage somebody. You get the point? Or some same-sex scandal. He doesn't have no, DUI and criminal shit, like how Mel Gibson had that shit. Even the one, I think it was Mel Gibson with the black girl. What's her name? I forget her name. She's some rapper. And I think Jamie Foxx or one of them took her up.
Katie Holmes?
Not Katie Holmes. It's a sister. She went to one of Mel Gibson's parties. And I think she's a sister who known to be messing with them devils. The name on the tip of my tongue too. No. She's a rapper, I think.
One of her names is Azalea.
Azalea Banks. Azalea Banks.
Oh, yeah.
Right? She went to some party and lunch out in front of these rich devils. And Mel Gibson, she said Mel Gibson called her nigga, choke her out, spit in her face, and threw her out the apartment. But of course, it's a rich white man's party. Her manager at the time was RZA from Wu-Tang. He was trying to get her on. But RZA is brushing shoulders with these very wealthy devils. Bring her to this goddamn party. She, of course, up in there feeling her ass, not realizing she with the oppressors, get high, may have said something, trying to challenge one of those men. I think they said something back to her. She didn't take it. Typical, black woman shit. And they was like, yo, you got to get the hell out of here. And she was like, you can't move me, blah, 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 you're racist. She said she not messing with RZA no more because RZA didn't defend her. RZA was saying, yo, she just started, RZA talk. She just started to spaz out. I don't know. And Mel Gibson and all them rich white men said that was a lie. They just picked her up and escorted her out the room. She said that's not how it happened. It was down there a scrap, and Mel Gibson came and choked her, jammed her up, choked her out, put her in a chicken wing, spit in her face, called her nigger, and threw her out the room. I don't know who's wrong. I don't know who's right. But, Johnny Depp don't have that hanging over him. Johnny Depp is, like America's sweetheart kind of way. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, look what she did to Edward Scissorhands, the little boy who couldn't talk. He just did this whole movie and walked around. Whole movie. Look what they did to Jack Sparrow. That's who was on trial. Amber Heard was just, another white woman wanting money. You get the point? So now he doesn't have those things over him. So you go in there clean. It's a public trial. Public perception is a whole lot. It counts for a whole lot, which is why a lot of them cases, they don't allow outside, the jury to have outside contact because they don't want too much. You need a jury who's neutral, who don't know too much. Some of them cases go like that. But anyway, so you don't have none of that going on. So now it's battle of the sexes. It's what everybody could identify with who's ever went through some kind of messy ass separation. What's up? What we missing? Come on, ain't no sweat. Well, whatever it is, no sweat. You got it. Anybody who ever went through any kind of messy ass separation, anybody, those they could identify with things like that. You understand what I'm saying? They could identify with something like that where it's like, yo, what the hell? You know what I mean? So now they're going through the case. The verdict come out today. He got what? 15 million. She got 2 million. 2 million. Well, now I saw somewhere how in Virginia, punitive damages from a judge it has a maximum of 250,000, I believe. Somebody could check it out. Punitive damages in Virginia, the judge only has liberty to award up to 250,000. So even though which is weird as shit, even though they award him the 5, she really only gonna pay the 250. Go ahead.
I'll read 350,000 is the maximum.
350 is the maximum they could award him. But he sued her for a certain amount. I think he sued her for 50. She wanted 100 in the beginning. But the results of the case, after they do whatever math they do for the for court, it came down that she would get 2, he would get 10 plus 5. But the 5 being punitive damages in Virginia, you could only award a maximum of 350, right? So she's paying him 10,350,000 minus the 2, so it's 8 million and something she's supposed to pay him. Some kind of shit like that, because they both, what they're saying is they both were wrong and they both won, right? Which is usually how a court case goes. Anybody who ever been in a council, that's usually how it goes. There's stink in both sides. Yeah, you don't remove your shoes and only your right foot smells. Just remember that shit. Anybody ever take the shoes off and then, damn, that right foot, that motherfucker, he stink, but his left side, you clean. No, nigga. This funk coming from both sides. This funk coming from both. Just always remember that shit. There's funk coming from both sides, and that's what the judge found. However, Amber Heard had some, extra funk with her, right? She had some extra funk with her. Now, what's the lesson we could learn from Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? Come on with it.
Vet the person that you're going to marry, and then seek counsel.
Well, shit, with that pass the class over to Pagayo. I think you nail it on the head. All right. Now, okay, let me ask you this: did Johnny Depp do something wrong? What did he do wrong? Okay.
He tried to embarrass her publicly.
Okay. Anybody else? Johnny Depp didn't do anything wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. If you're a white man in this country, brother, go marry a gorilla if you want to. Right. You're a white man. What can go wrong? What can possibly happen to you? Donald Trump did so many things to get impeached and did not get impeached, Doc. I think he went to court, lost the case, and they still didn't impeach him. You get the point? What can go wrong? Bill Clinton, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. She come out with the dress. She do like the Hamite. Here. Didn't get impeached. Woman didn't leave. Give me some others. George Bush disobeyed NATO and went and bombed the country when the whole world said no. And he went a next term because of that war. You get the point? You're a white man. Do what the hell you want. Do what you want. You know, Trump has what? 4 marriages so far? I think he has a ton of divorces. He's not husband of the year. He's a good businessman. He ain't husband of the year. And his wife right now was a stripper. You could go on the internet right now and see her naked ass. Everything. You're a white man. Do what the hell you want to do. Johnny Depp did nothing wrong. That's their life. That's their lifestyle. He doesn't have to vet who the hell he marries. He's a white man. He controls the earth. He runs the earth. He is the devil the Bible speaks of. What you gonna do to him? What can you do to him? White men murder us in the streets every day. Anybody go to jail for it? None. Even the one they put in jail, who shot Jordan Davis? Michael Dunn is his name. You all remember Jordan Davis? Jordan Davis was a young brother who was riding with his friends playing the rap music at the gas station. And the devil, Michael Dunn, his wife was in the damn store part of the gas station. He went and told them, turn that rap crap down. They didn't want to do it. He lied and said they had a gun in the car. He went and got his gun and just emptied it in the car. Killed Jordan Davis. The police never found the gun because there was no gun. He's in jail right now serving 65 years. Anybody knows why?
It was something about negligent discharge in public or something like that.
Yeah. Each round was 10 years. He's not in jail for killing Jordan Davis. Mm-hmm. He's in jail for each round that did not go into Jordan Davis. He's a white man. What y'all thought Johnny Depp was gonna lose? And everybody loves Superman. Y'all like Superman, right? Who went and see the new Batman movie? Y'all like Batman, Bane. I was born in the dark. You just live it. Everybody's watching that on Instagram, right? So y'all thought y'all was like, ooh, let me see what's going to happen. I knew Johnny Depp was going to win because he's a white man. Jack Sparrow didn't lose. They throw Jack Sparrow overboard and he in Pirates 3 towing a goddamn ship on sand. You think that nigga was going to lose to some white woman? No, that was never going to happen. The reason you thought that there was an actual case, guess why? Who knows why? Who knows why everybody thought, damn, I wonder who's going to win, who's going to lose? Guess why? Come on. Come on, listen, I'm going there today with it. Salakia. Who knows why? That's true, but that's not the real reason. I'm talking for us as a people.
Maybe because people wanted a verdict in his favor because, well, the men wanted the verdict in his favor because of how they felt personally.
And how do men feel personally in those situations?
Attacked, injured, belittled.
Okay, we got to bring it home. You there. The GPS taking you there, but you got to bring it home.
He didn't feel like a man at that moment, and he wants to get his manhood back.
That's how men feel watching the case.
Yeah, if he gets the victory, he'll feel like a man again.
Who will feel like a man again?
Johnny Depp. Oh, and the person that's watching the show.
Johnny Depp felt like a man. That's why he went to court. Why did most people? Come on.
So like you said, Black and Hispanic men are so used to losing.
Give him a hand. Broad can make up anything. He have a tank in the basement, but you all live in an apartment on the top floor. You go into jail. Black men is used to just losing. Your name could be on the lease. You could pay all the goddamn bills. The child you could have a son with a beard just like you. He looked like your twin. She could come and take the child from you and you child support or whatever. You get the point? Like whatever she says, once she opens her mouth against you, it's a problem. What's the issue? No, so go ahead and see, just work it out. No big deal. Just try to work it out. It could be the vibration, it could be the camera, it could be the positioning on the computer. You might want to stretch the computer. If the cord is long enough, maybe over there, you could put one of them folding tables. If you have an extra one. You know what I mean? Put the computer on that side or something. Just try to work it out. Don't worry about it. Just take your time. All right? Please. Go ahead, do your thing. All right? Black men are so used to losing to a woman. When the police show up, when you go to court, in school, from birth, we grow up with that fallacy, believing that fallacy and believing that's life. So, of course, we are, as a people, we are on the edge of our seat trying to see who's going to win. But, of course, if you're in Israelite school at UPK, you already know Johnny Depp ain't a nigga. He's not he's not Pookie. You get the point? Johnny Depp ain't Day. You get the point? That's Johnny Depp arc. That's a white man, a millionaire white man, a well-loved white man, a victim white man, a hero white man. He's not losing to anybody, arc. He's not losing to anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Will Smith is a far more successful actor than Johnny Depp, and he lost every time. You understand? For us, the lesson to learn from this year is making the choice. Don't think you're Johnny Depp and you're going to go into a courtroom and the judge is going to award you custody, or the judge is going to award you, damages. Nigga, you better, call the insurance company about that busted window and them tires are. You better call Geico, call the Lizard, see if the Lizard could help you. But that judge is not helping you because you are not a white man. The hierarchy of this place. If there was a 1 Corinthians 11:3 for this world, it would read, the white woman is the head of the black man. So is the black woman. The white man is the head of the white woman, and the white man is in charge of God. You get the point? In this country, you could never ever take this now as gas in your tank and think if you just get a good lawyer and you record her enough and you go into court and high five your lawyers and make all kind of jokes and talk like you're drunk and yes, you did read that good and blah blah blah, that you get a verdict in your case, they'll be quick to show you still a nigga. You get the point? Your strategy has to be different. Johnny Depp decided to go to war because he woke up in the morning and looked in the mirror and he saw Caesar Borgia. And he's like, who the hell this bitch thinks she is? Ain't no problem. Let's go to court. You know what I mean? She married an actor. So I'll go on that stand and I'll do what I've been doing all my life. Entertaining America. What have you been doing all your life? Starring in Boys in the Hood? Starring in, menace to society. Don't be a menace. Now you're a joker. Or white girl, white chicks, you half homo. You understand? No, I'm not saying this to attack brothers. I'm saying this to let you know what they see when you go in that position. You don't get no goddamn justice. What justice could you get? She show up in there with a neck brace crying out. You done. Forget it if you get arrested. The CEO or the arresting officer is going to kick your ass because, listen, man, you know how much men would kill to have a bitch this bad? Rough your ass up, kick you down the stairs, and then take you to court and tell everybody you fought back. Come on. Or you did it to yourself.
Right.
Good.
So you posted a video of some brother getting beat down by some broad in a Dollar Tree.
Oh, yikes.
And I'm just watching the whole dynamic play out and how everybody in the store let this woman, this dragon, beat this brother. I'm talking about she fighting him like he was
like he was her child.
Yeah, straight up. And he wasn't fighting her back because
he knew.
He knew exactly what you just said is true. And even when he tried to defend himself a little bit after she pepper sprayed and she beat him, everybody out of nowhere rushed in. And all you hear is Jamaican, bro. You don't have no respect for
she's under the bomber cloud, man. Listen, the player today, bro, see if you can find that video. It's on